can't lift your arm above shoulder level without pain, whether you can lift your arm up and it just hurts, or whether you just can't do it. If you have trouble lifting your arm above shoulder level, then this video is for you. I'm Dr. Dave Candy, and in this video, I'm going to tell you some various things that can give you difficulty lifting your arm above shoulder level, how to tell if it's serious, and 3 simple tips that you can use to be able to raise your arm up more comfortably. Now, if you find this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We're dedicated to helping people stay active, mobile, and healthy without medications, injections, or surgeries. So first of all, what are the things that can give you difficulty raising your arm above shoulder level without pain? Well, it really depends on whether you can do it and you just have some pain when you do it, or whether you can't do it all. Let's say in the first case that you're able to reach up above shoulder level, but you have pain when you do it. That's the least serious problem. It's just some pinched tendons in your shoulder, and we'll get to some tips to how to stop that problem in a little bit. Now, let's say that you can't get your arm above shoulder level at all. If it hurts and you can't do it, there's a chance that you might have a rotator cuff tear. May or may not need surgery. Small tears a lot of the times recover just fine without surgery, just having some conservative treatment. Now, if it's a massive rotator cuff tear, you'll probably have trouble doing it, but it may not hurt. The arm won't go. The other thing that it could be, if you have trouble raising your arm and it just won't go, but it doesn't hurt, is a problem with your neck, where if there's a pinched nerve in your neck, it's not going to hurt to raise the arm, but the message isn't getting from your brain to your arm to tell it to raise up. And so you won't be able to raise your arm up, but it won't hurt. So what do you do if you do have difficulty lifting your arm above shoulder level and it hurts? Well, if you're able to do it, but it just hurts when you do it, there are 3 simple tips that you can use to be able to lift your arm more comfortably. Number 1 is reaching in an up and forward motion. That when you reach with a long arc like that, it's a long lever arm, and gravity has a lot of mechanical advantage over you. If you hold something close to your body, you can hold it pretty close to all day. If you hold it out here, functionally it feels a whole lot heavier because there's a longer lever. So you want to shorten the lever arm, but not too much, because if you reach straight up, then you're just jamming the ball of your shoulder up into the socket, and it's going to pinch the tendons anyway. So you can't go all the way out like that, or probably shouldn't, and you also shouldn't go straight up. So kind of reaching in an up and forward motion, that gets your shoulder blade moving. That your arm movement should be about 2/3 coming from the actual shoulder joint right here, and 1/3 coming from the shoulder blade rotating upwards. So when you are reaching upwards, particularly if you're reaching for something on a high shelf or you're going to grab something, you want to reach in an up and forward motion, not straight out and not straight up. So the second tip has to do with the position of your arm. The key phrase for this tip is going to be thumbs up is good, thumbs down is bad. And again, if you do find this helpful, give it a thumbs up. So for this tip, your shoulder is a ball and socket joint, but that ball isn't a perfectly round ball. It's got some bumps on it, and depending on which way you turn your arm, the bumps either go under the arch of the shoulder, where it pinches your tendons and hurts, or if you turn your arm out the other way, or at least to a thumbs up position, you can raise your arm more comfortably. It rotates those bumps out of the way, and you don't end up pinching the tendons underneath the arch of your shoulder. So that's tip number 2, thumbs up for success. And tip number 3 is that if you're reaching out to the side, a lot of people have pain when they're reaching out to the side. They may do okay reaching up, but they have pain when they raise their arm out to the side. And tip number 3 is about how you raise your arm out to the side more comfortably. So if you raise your arm out to the side, straight out to the side, your shoulder blades normally sit on your trunk in an angle like this. It's about 30 degrees in front of straight horizontal. So when you have your arm out at a horizontal, if you don't move your shoulder blade, it's actually like you're hyperextending your arm 30 degrees. And that makes the ball of your shoulder pop forward in the socket. It can pinch some tendons, and it makes things kind of uncomfortable. So if you are reaching straight out to the side, and there's not a whole lot of reasons why you need to do that, the better functional answer is to just turn to the side or turn to face towards what you're going for rather than reaching out to the side. But let's say you want to lift weights and you want to do lateral raises like that, or you have some other reason you need to reach for something quickly that's out to your side. If you are reaching out to your side, you want to pull your shoulder blades back so that it brings the shoulder blades from a frontward oriented position like this to a straight flat orientation. And that again puts your shoulder in line with the socket of the shoulder blade and allows you to raise up to the side more comfortably. So again, if you just raise from the side like this, it's going to kind of hurt. You're going to pinch tendons in your shoulders. If you pull your shoulder blades back so that they're flatter on your trunk, and then you raise out to the side, it puts your arms in a better position. So those are the 3 tips if you're able to raise your arm up, but it just hurts to do it. Now, what about the other cases that you just can't raise your arm up at all? Well, if you assist it along and you can move it, that's a force production problem. It means either the rotator cuff's torn and it can't produce the force to raise your arm up if you use your other arm to help, or if you have a pinched nerve in your neck and it's causing some weakness in your arm. You don't have a range of motion problem, you can move it just fine, then that's a muscle force production problem. And there are a lot of different treatments you can use for that. It is at that point probably worthwhile going to see a doctor or a physical therapist. And if you are in St. Louis, we'd be happy to help you out and figure out what's going on with your shoulder. But if you have the problem where you just can't reach up, it's probably beyond trying to treat it yourself at that point. But really what you need to find out is what's causing the problem, whether it is a rotator cuff tear, whether it's a pinched nerve in your neck, or if you just can't raise it and you can't use your other arm to raise it up, whether it's a frozen shoulder. And all of those things are really things that you shouldn't just be watching videos on YouTube to get treatment for. You really should go in to get some help for it. So again, if you are in St. Louis, we'd be happy to help you out, and just give us a call at More for Life. We'd be happy to get you in and help you figure out what the problem is and what solutions you can use to fix it, hopefully without surgery. And if you're somewhere else in the world, if you do leave us a comment or email us through our website, we'd be happy to help you find a provider in your area. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. And if you found any of the tips in this video helpful, give the video a like and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our future videos. Thanks for listening and have a great day.